Hello and welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host Khaleel Ward, and on this episode, I'll be talking about Kengan Ashura. It's a Netflix anime, and when I first started watching it, it just reminded me of Baki, a guy wanting to fight. It's going to be a bunch of strong people, but as it goes along, it's a lot more organized than Baki. Baki was more fight anywhere, street fights type of thing with people breaking out of prison. This show it revolves around this character named Oma Takita, and he has this different type of fighting styles. I think it's called Nico fighting style. He could just change the flow of battle and everything like that. Um, the show is about this life or death tournament, and it's hosted by a bunch of businessmen around Japan. They get fighters, and they have this tournament, and whoever wins the tournament, they can be named. They can name the new chairman of the board, essentially. So you have one guy who gets Oma, and he puts them in like the preliminaries of the tournament, which is like street fights, and then he switches it up, and then he basically puts Oma with a different person. So like all the different business owners have multiple fighters, even though they claim one fighter, they have multiple fighters because they want to be named the new chairman of the board. The person in charge is this old guy who has like all these incredible fighters in his camp, and everybody wants to take him down. Along the way, you start seeing different fighters, and that's where the show really shines. I don't, in terms of dislikes, I don't really like the way it looks, like the animation. I don't like the way it looks at times, but the characters are very cool and interesting. There's this young prodigy. He does a lot of grapples and everything. He's like 19 years old, but he has this special move called zone where he can in a split second do a move and put you in like in a stranglehold, and you don't even realize you're in a stranglehold. You have other guys who can just manipulate different parts of their body. Who it's like the fighters are cool, and each episode where they have a battle, you get a little background on the characters, and that's what really pulled me into the show. And it deviates from Baki in that way because it's a tournament. It's actually a real tournament. So like if you've ever seen like Yu Yu Hakusho when they do like the dark tournament or something like that, it's kind of like that. It's 1-on-1. There's a ref. You can kill, even though I think it was only like one death. This guy was like a demon or something like that. Um, but most of the people fight, put on a good show, and that's it. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the way it picked up. There's only 12 episodes, and it was really cool. So it's called Kengan Ashura. The tournament is called the Kengan tournament. Um, Oma is he's not a great character. He you see a little bit about his past, but he's very like straightforward. Like I just want to fight. I want to fight the strongest. I want to be the strongest, and that's mostly his shtick. He's not like reserved like Baki. He doesn't really have a love life or anything like that. He doesn't really care about people. He's just more so about fighting. But the characters that draw you in, the other characters, with their special abilities, and just seeing them battle each other is really cool. So check it out if you into anime, especially like fighting hand to hand combat stuff like that. The matches are really good as well. It's not just like big one sided matches. Each person gets to show off their like special abilities, and then it's like cool fights. So check it out when you have time. Thank you for listening. Deuces. Oh, and before you go, please check out the link in the description for the shirts for the storefront. There's a bunch of different colors. It may only show 3 shirts, but when you click on the shirts, there's other colors available. So check that out. Thank you for listening.